The Children's Museum of the Lowcountry is getting ready for its kickoff to summer. More than 650 tickets have already sold out, but don't worry because there's a long list of other upcoming events going on this season. We're joined in studio this morning by the museum's president and CEO, Karen Coltrane. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Great to have you here. As always, May 10th is the big day at the museum.
It is a big day for us, and I get to say something I've never said before on television ever. We're sold out. Yeah, I can tell you about that. So we have an incredible, apparently, partnership with Future Scholars South Carolina 529, which makes a lot of sense because we've got the little ones, and they are all about planning for the future of the little ones. And so they actually reached out to us about a partnership, and we suggested that it'd be wonderful for them to pick up the admission for a couple days during the year to really help us have accessibility to the museum. We're always looking for partners like that. And they didn't hesitate and said they would love to do it. And we put the notice out. If you're on our email list, you would have gotten it. And bam. You know, it all comes into my inbox too. By the way, I get copied, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't get to my other mail." But it was exciting. So that is closed. So people who have tickets, you're the ones who have the tickets, and so you can come. I will say, if you happen to show up that day, we can't do the discounted ticket, but we're not going to turn anyone away. Okay, cool. So if you did, that's Mother's Day weekend. It typically is not a super busy weekend at the Children's Museum.
It's going to be.
Apparently, it's going to. Yeah. We're also open on Mother's Day, which is where we see the dads a lot of times come because mom's like, I'm doing the spa.
I'm going to the spa.
I'm going to the spa. I'm doing anything but this right now. So so a lot of times we see dads in the Children's Museum. We love that.
Oh,
but
gosh,
yeah,
that.
so very excited, very grateful to because this is a new thing. They took a risk with us with Future Scholars to say, hey, this is something we'd like to try, and clearly it's going to work out.
So for those who do have tickets, what can you tease about this event?
Well, it's the museum. It's you got in for 25 cents, which is a wonderful experience.
That is incredible.
Yeah. The moon bounce will be broken back out again because that was so popular after Reagan.
Yeah, she started it.
She did. She got that going, and so it'll just be our normal fun activities, arts, lots of things going on in there.
So much fun. And Second Saturday Science, right?
Yes, thank you. Thank you for keeping me straight this morning. And Bill Walsh.
And Bill Walsh. That is an attraction in
and of itself.
Yes.
And we are starting, now that people are catching on that we're doing this, we're starting to hear from people. I got a call, I guess right before he came last time, with somebody saying, is Bill Walsh going to do this? You know, and I was like, yes, he's actually doing it this time. And so, yeah, I think it's starting to build the momentum, and people are looking forward to it. So it's going to really get seen by a large group on May 10th.
Yeah, for sure. And if you guys have not heard about our Second Saturday Science partnership, the second Saturday of each month, one of our meteorologists will be coming out there and explaining a weather topic, which is really cool. And they do some cool experiments as well.
They do. I think we profiled one on here, but the tornado one is particularly interesting, and parents are enthralled with this as much as the kids, and we always love that.
We love that. Start those career plans early.
That's right. That's right. Getting them excited about science. That science is fun. In fact, that's the kind of leads into my parent tip. Thank you for always doing that. But besides remembering that learning is play is learning for young children. But if they're pouring water, building blocks, they are learning as they go. That's just so great that we humans are built that way, because learning should be fun, and it certainly is when you're little. And so I just had a little quick tip for parents that want to try to encourage this, and that is to every day sort of have an intent. You know, everybody's about their intentional things that they're doing right now, is have an intention that you're going to ask an open-ended question every day. Like, what do you think would happen if those if the wind blew those blocks? Or what do you think, just as whatever they're doing, and you don't have to plan it out. You just tell yourself, you know, when I see my child engaged in something, I'm going to think to ask an open-ended question. If you can get in the habit of that, you've got them thinking strategically every day, and that will compound and bring benefit. So
I like that a lot. And you can do it with the weather thing. What happens when the sky gets gray? What do you think?
right.
What do you think? I like
Right.
that a lot. There's so many different ways you could do that.
Yep, keep them thinking.
I like that a lot. Karen, it's always amazing having you here. So much fun to be had in May. This is just the beginning for you guys. Summertime is here. I'm sure
Oh
it's gonna
yeah,
be pretty
this
busy.
is the kickoff to summer, and
Yeah.
then it's wide open. Memorial Day we're open. So if you're in town, you want to do that. The only day we're closed this summer is the 4th of July.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Lots of opportunities to go out to the Children's Museum. School is almost out, which is crazy to
I
even think
know it
about.
doesn't seem. Weren't we just doing
just
kickoff to
started.
the school year?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
insane. Okay, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Karen, thank you so much. As always, guys, definitely head out to the Children's Museum all summer long for all the amazing events and programming they have every single day.
Thank you.